Hey guys, it's Monty here, back with another review. So this time I'm going to be looking at the 100mm Howitzer Battery for Italians for mid-war of Flames of War, version 4. So I usually play as British, and I've got a small second Italian army slowly growing over time here. And I thought this would be a fun kit to add to my Italian army, because the last game I played with a buddy of mine a week or so ago, the Italians actually did really well on the table. I liked seeing some of the tanks out there. The infantry actually did really well. Surprisingly, too, the aircraft my buddy played turned out really well. But in this box, you get 4 100mm howitzers, 2 plastic sprues, an 8mm bayonet die, and a unit card. So let's take a look at some of the contents of this box first. So, you've got your unit card. I like to keep mine in a card wallet here. It works great on the table. That way we can have more room for units on the table, and when I take pictures of it, it looks actually really kind of cool. So here is kind of the stats for the unit. So it does have brutal, which I think is pretty fun when you're using artillery, especially against infantry, because they have to re-roll successful saves. I think that's going to be a pretty cool feature for the Italians to use here in the future on the table. The other thing is they come with one of these 8mm bayonets die. Basically, before the game, give it a roll. If it lands a symbol up, then you use a different ranking for that unit. Then you get 2 of these crew sprues. And about these crew sprues, some of them aren't actually so bad, but then some of them have some really melty faces. Let's see if you guys can see this guy in the middle here has a really melt-man-y face. But some of the rest of them aren't so bad. A while back I did a review of the Lancia here, and I used some of the figures on this, and throwing this unit up on the table, it turned out pretty good. You really can't see some of the facial features on there from several feet away. There's a couple more things I want to do to this, add some grass and that, but other than that, the figures on the gun themselves, the new plastics, aren't terrible. I mean, I'd like them to have a little bit better face sculpts, but they're not bad. And then you get 4 of these sprues. And when I saw these online, I thought, okay, there's probably not too much detail to them, but there is. And I don't know if you can see some of the ring, like the little notches on the wheels all the way around. The rivets here are really good. They're hard plastics. Battlefront's hard plastics are really, really good. I like them. I do have some British infantry in hard plastic, and I prefer those over the new soft plastics. So, I mean, if this is kind of the way they're going with soft plastics for like crew and stuff, that's okay, but for infantry formations, I'd really like to see them do the hard plastics. I like that a lot better. But these are fairly cheap in terms of if you're going to pick up infantry. But for the purpose of this kit, these guns, it shouldn't be too bad in terms of how some of them look. I mean, most of them have pretty detailed faces. There's 1 or 2 here on each one that have kind of a little melt-man-y face. But overall, I'd say a good kit. It'll be a fun, interesting build, and hopefully we'll see these on the table by the time I have another game in a few weeks. All right, this is Monty, signing out.